works.
Yeah, I want to get big fucking veins, you know? That's why I want to drink protein, because I think that gives you bigger veins. I want to have
It,
big fucking fat veins. I want to have
here,
two fucking
here's
veins on my
here's
balls. Just giant fucking
Just take
veins.
steroids.
yeah, here's what protein will do for you, man.
Absolutely.
It will help you put on muscle weight. That's about it. And then like the second you stop working out, the fucking second, you'll just be fat.
So you think
Yeah.
I should just drink milk?
No.
Probably just drink water and work out.
Okay, like if you want to do it the right way, like go to Costco and get yourself protein. Put 2 scoops of that in water every time you go work out. Have that, and then eat a fuck ton of chicken. Like you're gonna hate chicken.
Can you eat chicken nuggets?
No, it needs to be like skinless, tasteless fucking chicken breast.
So fucking Checkers every day.
Can I just get like a chicken sandwich at Checkers with fries?
Yeah.
You know what? You'll put on weight, but it won't be like the good kind. It'll be like the
I
disgusting.
used to put like
I'm into that
protein
dirty
in
bulk.
oatmeal too and stuff.
Yeah,
That shit was good.
Yeah, they say that one too.
What about all right, so I get a coffee every day. I just put some fucking scoops of protein in the coffee.
Yeah, you can do. I mean, you can mix it with anything.
Yeah, you can. Like you can sneak that shit in anything.
You can
fucking
sneak
put-
it
They
into
have,
like
like-
a
they have-
burger from Checkers.
It might not be bad because they have like vanilla flavored,
I
like
just
vanilla, like chocolate.
Sprinkle it
strawberry.
lightly on a burger from Checkers, like a double bacon
yeah.
burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just give it to the lady. Like
Just can you
when
take
you're
this in the
adding the
back and
ketchup, can you just
just sprinkle it?
like a
Just sprinkle
protein
it.
powder?
Not too much. I don't want to taste it.
Yeah, did you know there's like restaurants like that?
That'll put fucking protein
I
powder
got to
on.
imagine they have them in New York City. I know they have like there's like restaurants, like protein restaurants, where like they put that shit in burgers or like I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but-
might start drinking.
Probably mix it in like with salt, put it on your
doing that.
fries.
Honestly, the problem with protein, like in reality, the real problem with protein is that shit is like it's worth its weight in gold. It's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking gold that you fucking drink down. It's terrible. Like, well, at least I don't know what your state's prices are, but like up here in Canada for like the medium
comparable.
size. Yeah, well, no,
I'm sure it's
actually,
comparable.
no. Trust me, we're much more expensive up here. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but everything is more expensive up there.
Yeah, but I mean, like you have the exchange rate, and then you have the fuck you Canada tax, and then you have our provincial and government taxes on top of that. Like here in Ontario, it's 13% on top of whatever the fuck you're
We
purchasing.
got free healthcare.
Yeah,
You can.
well, yeah, but I'm not fucking dying anytime soon. I haven't broken a bone since I came here. Like,
Knock on wood, count.
yeah, exactly. Just until then, until the point that I need to take it, then I'm still gonna fucking complain about it, which
Right.
is the Canadian way. But no, that shit it's expensive as fuck. That's the only downside to going.
I'm gonna try
Protein.
next time I go to the comic store. Next time I go to comic book store, I'm gonna try and pay for it with protein.
It's worth its weight in gold. This is as
Yeah.
good as gold. This is literally gold.
I'm literally just giving you
Sprinkle it
half
on the
gold right
books.
now.
Yeah, I need 20 pounds. I need 20 pounds in a fucking bad way right now, boys. 20 fucking pounds is my goal. I want to hit 20 pounds by June. I want to be 180 by June. That's the goal. Listen, we got a lot to talk about this week, and Nikem's tired. Let's get through this shit.
No. Oh well.
Some of it is about comic books.
So all right, so where should we start? I have a couple things. I went on a date last week. We could talk about that.
Okay.
I have some more thoughts on what I started to talk about last week with that chick that I think wanted me to get her pregnant. I have some thoughts on that. And then,
you want to just start on that because I did a bad thing.
okay. Oh wait,
Yeah, go.
what did you do?
I kept coming inside her, man.
Dude, you gotta stop that, man.
It's just an addiction. She fucking won't let me. Like, I'm actually afraid that she's trying to get pregnant. I know she's not, but like, it's in the back of my head.
Yeah.
That, holy fuck. Like, this is bad.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You busted
Like-
those big nuts too, the full thing in there, huh?
Damn right I am.
Jesus, dude.
It's like a fucking sprinkler going off in there.
Dude, you better start drinking Mountain Dew or something just as like some internal prevention.
Honest to God, I wanted to sit in front of like an X-ray, just X-ray my balls for
Yeah, just put
hours.
them in a microwave for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Just nuke them for like on low, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, man, you gotta stop doing that shit.
It's terrible. I hate myself, but I can't, and she won't let me.
Oh
Like
my god. She locks the legs like an MMA fighter?
well, the last time she did, but like the other times it was like, nah. Like
Jesus.
I literally like after we did the podcast, I literally talked to her on I think it was like Friday night, and I was just like, look, babe, I'm not comfortable doing this just because like I'm a paranoid motherfucker and I don't want to be bad right now. He's like, well, that's too fucking bad. I like it. I'm like, are you
Jeez.
are you shitting me? And this is where black girls get hard. They're just like, no, it's happening
Mm-hmm.
every time.
I mean, dude, all right, in reality, if she's taking the pill
Yeah,
and she's very fucking, like, regular about taking it,
yeah. Then you have nothing to worry
you should
about.
be fine, yeah?
Yeah, but here's the fuck. Well, it's not even fucked up. She's not on the pill. She's on. It's called like the Nuva ring or something like that.
Oh, it's inside there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Dude, once she told me about that, I'm like, you're fucking lying. What kind of wizardry is this bullshit?
Should reach
Like,
up there or peek. Can you peek up and
Yeah,
see it?
I always like picture it as like a Stargate or something. Like the semen goes in and it just like comes out into like
Oh, it
some
comes out
pool
like
somewhere.
in
Yeah.
somebody's pool.
Yeah,
No, it looks like a
Some-
little like little
protein
calamari.
shake.
Little
Yeah.
calamari just jammed up in there sideways, right?
I don't fucking know. This shit's bad. Like, I've gone through my life 26 years. I used to laugh at you guys because you were always like, yo, where do girls pee from? And I'm just like, you fucking idiots. There's another goddamn hole there.
Right. We know about the hole now.
Yeah. What do they teach you? And then she was like, yeah, some of the Nuva ring. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. That's that
Why
new
you-
age shit, dude.
Yeah. Why can't you just take a pill like the rest of the normal people?
That's some new. I wonder if that has the same like effects, like the hormonal effects. I guess
Apparent-
it probably does, right?
Yeah. Apparently, you either get like going by Reddit, which is like the bastion of all knowledge.
Of course.
Exactly. Because apparently, when I want to learn something now, I go on Reddit, not Google it like a normal person.
No.
But yeah, according to the small but prominent minority of ladies on Reddit, it either makes you super fucking bitchy or it
Yeah.
just like, or you're completely fine. And I don't know if she's gotten super fucking bitchy. Like, things seems to be the same, so I'm not really concerned. But
Right.
yeah,
All right. So let me talk about this shit. So
Yeah.
last week, I talked about it briefly when I told
Yeah.
you about. So this chick this was the chick that fucked me up most in my life, I think. Like, out of all the chicks that I fucking dated and broke up with, I think this is the one that fucked me the most. Future, like, it set me back because I lost something during this relationship. I'm not sure what, but I remember, like, afterwards, just shit wasn't the same with dating. Like, it hasn't been the same since. So something got fucking lost. Like, for all of you out there that have listened for a long fucking time and used to listen when I was a fucking, like, animal. Like, when I was a fucking animal at the top of my game, and people were like, I mean, maybe this is in my head, maybe this is going to be, like, some fucking dumb shit I'm about to say, but there were people that I think looked up to me a little bit about the way that I approached dating. Like, I think people listened, and they respected what I was saying about dating, and they actually bought into it a little bit. All that shit's fucking gone. It's been gone for a while. Like, I don't have that anymore. Like, that Patrice fucking animal instinct is gone for some reason. I think this is the chick that took it away. But let me say this. All right, so last week I talked briefly about it. I told you that I was dating this chick. Near the end of the relationship, she told me that she was pregnant. And then as we're having sex that night, she wanted me to bust in her. And she did the next night, too. So, like, and she pushed down when I was about to come. Like, I tried pushing her off. She pushed down into it. She was like, I'm pregnant, so what does it matter now? And I was like, yeah, I guess, but I'm still not going to do it. And then 2 days later, she was like, oh, I took a test. Guess what? I'm not pregnant anymore. And that's always stuck with me, like, as a weird thing. Like, I'm not sure if she was lying about the first test and was just trying to get me to get her pregnant for some reason. I'm not sure what to think of it, but let me say this, and I was thinking more about this. This started, like, her doing this shit came after we had a threesome. And this happened right away after that shit. And this is what I was thinking about. I think that threesomes, like that threesome, I think fucked the entire relationship. Like, I think her seeing me fuck some chick put something in her head, or something got weird in her fucking brain where she was like, I need to lock this dude down. And that's why that shit fucking happened. So, like, I think, what is it? Am I gonna click on something terrible here?
oh, he just fucking ruined sex for me forever.
Stop maneuvering. This came out of my vagina. What is that?
That's the new ring.
That's the Nuva ring?
I guess so.
It looks like a little
I
snail.
don't know.
Yeah.
I think it came out afterwards. was
Stop,
great
Nuva
podcast.
ring. This came out of my vagina. I don't know. This
I
doesn't
don't-
even have any fucking context besides this picture.
Oh, you can zoom in on it.
Yeah,
Alright,
you
we'll
can
continue.
real All right, yeah. So I've been listening to a lot of Loveline and shit lately, and I think I agree with Dr. Drew on this point.
You know what? No, stop right
Dude,
there.
Listen, hear me out, dude.
No. I'm going to speak for all of us loyal TDOC listeners out here.
Yeah.
Loveline has fucked you up.
I think that
Loveline has fucked you up.
threesomes are always the death of the relationship.
Oh yeah, you fuck. God damn it! You never have a threesome. Don't ever
If
fucking
you
do
really
it.
like a chick, do not fuck one of her friends with her.
No. That's are you? If you're gonna
That's
ever-
why my relationship. That's why it went to shit. I fucking know it. I know that's why it went to shit.
First rule of a threesome. The third person is always a stranger. Second rule of a
It was
threesome.
her friend she worked with, so she
Don't-
saw her.
Are you fucking stupid?
Dude, all right, dude. Before we get on fucking Ryan about this shit, take any fucking dude in his 20s and have his fucking smoking hot girlfriend ask if he wants to fuck her smoking hot friend with her, and he will say yes, of course.
Of course, we're all gonna say yes. The same reason why I keep fucking coming inside my girlfriend. She's hot. She wants it. Of course,
Yes.
it's a stupid idea.
You
but
cannot do anything about it. If she
Yeah.
offers you a threesome, you cannot fucking stop your reptile brain from saying "fuck yes, get over here now."
Actually, you know what? In reality, I think that there really is no right answer for that because, like, if you say no, it opens up the whole question. It's like, well, do you not want to have a threesome because you don't love me? Like, this is something I'm into.
Mhm.
Like, it opens up a whole new can of worms. But if you say yes, you're just gonna fuck things up.
Yep. I think
So-
her watching me fuck this chick, I think it ruined everything. And I think that's why she moved out of New York City too. Like when she told me, when she was moving out, and that's why our relationship ended because she had to move. She was moving back home. She told me that her dad was really sick and she had to go home to be with him and be with the family and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking part of it was she had to see this chick at work every fucking day, and I fucked her
Mm-hmm.
right in front of her. And I think, I mean, I don't know this. This is all fucking like, me thinking about hindsight and shit. But I think that had something to do with it because the relationship ended very quickly after the threesome, like within a week or two.
What prompted the threesome?
She fucking texted me one night, drunk, at work. She was a bartender, and she was like, here's a picture of my friend. Do you want to fuck her and me tonight? And I was like, yes, come over. And she brought the friend over, and we had sex for a fucking long time, the three of us. And it was like, I mean, it was a fucking amazing night. There's no greater fucking moment. There's like a couple moments sexually that stand out in my mind that are the best moments of my life, like sex-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what probably is number one is I'm laying on my bed, and there on either side of me is a naked chick. Like that is like just laying there. We're just listening to music and shit. Like two fucking sets of tits on either side of me. Like, that has to be the best moment of my life. It's just laying there. You feel like a fucking god. You feel like a Viking. Like that's the greatest fucking moment ever.
See, here's the fucked up thing about me, because at me, like, I'd enjoy that for about 10 minutes. Less, probably about, like, 40 seconds.
Nakem.
40 seconds max, and then I'd be like, okay, who wants to go play Mario Kart or something
No,
like
you
that?
wouldn't. No, you fucking
Like,
wouldn't.
Don't put clothes back on. Let's just go.
Two naked chicks. You hit both of them. Like, right on the tushies, both of them. And you go, let's go. We're playing Mario Kart together, the three of us. You two naked.
Yeah, like that. At that point, I'd be like, yeah, I'm a fucking god. But like, if we're just laying there, I'd be like, okay, this is fucking boring. Like, I'm covered in cum. You're
I'm
covered
into
in
the
cum.
music. I'm listening to the fucking Doom. I'm listening to the Doom. I'm just fucking in the moment, dude. That's one of my moments that I'll always remember in my life is that moment.
Kyle, back me up on this one. 40 seconds, and you're just like, everybody needs to go take a shower.
No. No, never.
Yeah, I
You'll
wouldn't
never want to
even
get out of that bed.
I'm one of the ones that doesn't even sound appealing to me. It just sounds
dude.
like more work than it's worth to begin with.
It's a lot of work, I'll give you that. But dude, oh my god, two chicks going down on you is the craziest fucking shit you'll
Oh
ever
yeah,
experience.
no. Like I imagine in the moment it'd be like the greatest fucking thing, and then like everything else that comes with it would be great.
It's like
I'm just
heaven.
saying.
That's why people blow themselves up to destroy buildings, is to get to that fucking moment. Like, that's what they imagine their heaven is.
The 34, yeah, the 34 virgins.
I
Like
mean, another
again,
30 or so virgins,
yeah,
but, you
yeah.
know.
No, like I understand the whole like the appeal of it. And I'd fucking be in the same position if you were like, but I'd be as soon as I was done, 40 seconds in, I'd be like, we're all
40
discussing.
seconds? Cam, give yourself a little bit more credit.
No, I mean like 40 seconds after like the night of sex. Yeah, no, but
I
like
gotcha.
at 40 seconds, like after everybody's done, like we're wiping the sweat off our brow, everybody has their water, fucking cleaning up. That's how you know when you did
The
a good
Chem's
job.
busted in both of them several times.
Yeah, well, at that point, my guilt would just not guilt, but actually at that point, fear.
The
would
Nuva
set in.
rings are all over the bed.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know I'm gonna be the daddy. Like Mari's just fucking driving up to my house with his cards.
Maury's got the readings already.
Exactly.
The Chem's got a Nuva ring up his ass. He's like,
I'm the father. Just well, in that case, yeah, something's definitely gone on my ass. Like if it's gonna be like a fucking night of debauchery like that,
yeah.
I'd pull a Jeff, honestly.
I think it ruined my relationship. I'm telling you guys out there, and I could get killed for this shit. And those of you that used to hear, you know, the animal Ryan, I'm gonna say this though: if you want a relationship to work, you got to find a way out of the threesome. You got to find a way out of it because it cannot happen.
Okay, what about this? What if the third person was a stranger? So like she literally met some random person on her way back from work and was just like, you, me, are gonna fuck my boyfriend tonight, and then we're never gonna see each other again.
Here's the thing about living in 2015. There is no such thing as a stranger after you meet them. Like, there is always a way to track that person down. I don't know if that exists, but I see what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, but I still don't think you can do it. I think there's something in a girl's mind, and you know, and even if you flip it, because I would never run a train on a chick that I loved. I would never run a train on a fucking chick, period, probably. But, like,
I like how you toss that in.
Yeah, there might be 10%. I don't know. But so I'm gonna say it happens both ways. My way. I'm just talking about chicks though, because I don't know. I've never fucked two dudes, but there's something in a chick's fucking mind that if she sees the guy that she fucking loves fucking another chick, it ruins something. I'm gonna say that, in my experience, in my very limited experience, I think that just seeing your dude fucking just going fucking primal on some chick, I think it'll ruin it, no matter what. Stranger, friend is worse though. I think, you know.
Yeah, no, friend.
I think she fucked up. I think she knows that she fucked up, and she was like, I can't get out of this. So what am I gonna do? I don't know. Let's talk about my date though. I had a date on Friday. After the podcast, we did the podcast Thursday, but I had a date Friday. All right, so
wait. First of all, describe the girl.
Okay. 30 years old. Here's another thing that's fucking weird about me now. I'm 29 now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a fucking old fucking pervert. If I'm talking to a chick that's 23, 24, I feel like the old creepy dude.
Because 23-year-olds don't know what the fuck. Like they're children.
I know, but
they might as well be 16.
That's where they are still having fun. Like they're still experimenting shit. That's what I should be going for. But I feel like a fucking creep. Like I feel like an old man, which is weird because I'm not, you know. I mean, I'm older.
Even more so, I don't think, because you don't like to do anything, so I don't think that's a good situation either.
What you mean? Because I don't like to go out.
Yeah.
Like that age, you still are required to be active, and you're far from,
or at least feign it.
Active. Yeah.
I can feign activities. I can feign inactivity for a night. I can feign for a night. That's for sure.
But you can't feign it for a night. You have to feign it for like.
I feigned it for this night. I went and got sushi with this chick. That's all they need.
No, man.
Public appearance.
No, it's like, okay, you want to go get sushi.
Well, you're just talking about. You're still in the one timer mode.
Yeah.
I'm still a wolf here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I'm on the prowl. All right. So me and this chick went and got sushi. I'll explain her. She's 30 years old. 5'7" ish. I would say 5'7". I'm 5'8", so that's getting a little close, you know. I like him a little bit shorter than that, so 5'7". She was like, all right, how how do I explain this? So like I don't want not big. Like when I say like I am okay with big chicks if they have giant fucking ass and giant titties. Like that's okay with me. Like a thicker girl with a giant ass and giant tits I can get into because that's like a woman to me. Like that's like a fucking an actual like banging a fucking woman, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand.
This chick was like not big, but she like didn't have a huge ass and didn't have huge, like she had small tits and like a small ass or like a flat ass sort of, you know?
She was the worst kind. Well, the worst kind of big girl, where she doesn't get big girl tits or a big girl ass.
Big. She was like a man size almost, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Like not skinny like a chick, but like kind of like
broad,
man size.
Broad shoulders.
Like my size almost, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like fucking me with a little bit bigger tits and no ass. So already I was like, it's okay. But she had this like hot shit going where they shaved the side of their head. You know that look?
Oh, the asymmetrical cut.
One head, one side shaved.
Yeah.
And, like I like that. I'm into that shit.
Oh, damn. Yeah, hell yeah.
So her face was cute and shit, and she was smart, and she was laughing really hard at my jokes, so that was good too. So we had sushi. Afterwards, we were gonna go see a movie, but there was fucking jack shit playing. So I was just like, "Do you want to come back to my place and watch a movie?" She was sure. So we went back to my place. It got kind of late, like 1 o'clock or so, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna call Uber or whatever." And I was like, "You can just spend the night if you want." She was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." So she did. She put on like one of my fucking t-shirts and my shorts to sleep in. Not really a hot look if she doesn't have tits or an ass. It's just like looks like me. It looks like two Ryans. It looks like I'm hanging out with myself without a beard.
It's like
a hotter Ryan, but you know, it does kind of look
yourself.
like I'm hanging out with myself, especially like when you're laying next to yourself and it smells like you because you're clothes and shit. I'm like, I don't know, it was weird. It wasn't really that hot. We made out and fucking rolled around and shit, and shirts came off, and you know that was about it. She made it kind of clear, like, dude, she was fucking like yanking on my dick. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it in. Like we're gonna do this shit. But then she's like, then when I went down there, like when I reached down there, she was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Why are you pulling on my dick then? What the fuck's going on? So it was just like a couple dick yanks and some making out, and then that was it. She was like, all right, good night. I was like, all right, good night. She said to me, she's like, when we have sex, it's gonna be fucking awesome. I was like, yeah, why the fuck isn't that happening? That sounds great. Let's do it. But
dude,
it didn't happen.
You can never see her again. You understand that, right?
I ghosted. I completely ghosted. I got 3 text messages over the last couple days, and I completely just ghosted on them.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's all you can really do. Because if you do have sex with her, you're in a relationship.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing, and this is gonna sound like a fucking asshole, and maybe I am an asshole. I'll accept it. I feel like
you can do better.
Well, I always feel like I can do a little bit better, but I don't know if I can or not. But I have to feel that way. But yeah, I think I can do a little bit better. But I just need a chick with giant tits and giant ass. Like if you're gonna be my size, you have to have tits. You know? I mean, that's just like a fucking personal like preference type shit. But I feel like thing to say, but if you're gonna fucking roll around in my bed, spend the night, I bought us fucking food. If you're gonna roll around, make out with me, yank on my dick and shit like that, I better at least get off. At least give me a fucking hand job. I mean, is that shitty thing to think that I should at least get a hand job out of that?
Well, yes, but I agree with you.
I mean, it's like, don't do anything then. Like, why even? It's like if I invited you over to play basketball. You showed up, I took 3 shots, took my ball and went home and was like, all right, see you. And I never gave you the ball. And you were like, dude, why the fuck did you even invite me out? I'd be like, oh, I just wanted to shoot 3 baskets and go home. Like, there's no fucking point. You're wasting my fucking time. Like, let's not even fucking touch each other. I mean, all right, a making out is, I mean, that's going to happen or whatever. But why are you fucking pulling on my dick if nothing's going to happen? Like, what's the point in that? That's just cruel. That seems shitty. I don't get anything out of that.
I think, in this case, I'm pretty sure it's like girls and they don't really understand how a guy perceives how the situation is going to go. So they're just like, he, I touched his penis. Like, he doesn't mean anything because of it. And then brass guys were just like, okay, I got the sign. It's time to work. Like, and then you get shut down. You're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah. So that. Sorry, go ahead.
Like, I mean, it would be me. Like, it'd be like I reach down there and finger bang her for like fucking a couple strokes, and then I'm like, all right, good night.
Oh, this is disgusting. I'm out. Yeah, no.
I mean, it's fucking terrible. I don't know. I felt like I was like, I don't know. I wasn't mad. Like, mad isn't the right word, but just like disappointed maybe, or like, yeah, I guess
Confused.
disappointed.
I feel like that's the tell. Like, I mean, obviously, it doesn't take much to get like. I feel like get guys in the mood. Like, obviously, it's harder to get women in the mood.
Sure.
Or like they can go in and out of mood. But like a yank, like once the touching's on.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the sign. Like, that's the... Because, like, a lot of times I've been in situations where, like, I'm like, I don't know if we're going to have sex or not. I don't know what's going on. But the second they touch the dick, you're like, that's on. Like, that's...
Yeah, like, this is
this
it.
game. I got that okay. I got that okay.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
That is consent. Well...
Her consent.
You just signed the consent.
Right.
It's just close. It's
So you
close
should
to
just rape
not
her.
for...
Is that what you're saying, Nikem? I think I read you.
Yeah. You should have just...
Should just busted in her. Should just busted one in her and fucking took off.
No. See, the problem with that is you gave her her last name, and she knows too much. She knows where you live.
Yeah.
What if you think you were like... She was like, all right, I'm going to bed. And you were like, all right, I'm just going to finish over here. Like, you think that's acceptable?
Do you think you can just jerk off like when they fall asleep? Is that cool, or is that a fucking
Well,
no-no?
I've done that, but...
Well,
Yeah.
like, you left the room to jerk off.
It's been done.
No, you just do it right next to them while they're sleeping.
You're both disgusting. You're both disgusting fucks.
I didn't say fuck. I didn't say to do that shit. I didn't say that I did it. You know.
Right.
But I'm
right.
just saying, that's an option.
Did you fucking do it?
No, I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
But it is an option. Yo, this is the last thing I want to say about this chick.
Okay.
So like, I'm one of those fucking people. I don't know if this is normal, because this is a weird thing. You never really know, like, going to sleep, you never really know what's normal. Like, I think about that sometimes. Like, how do other people fall asleep? Like, what do they think about as they fall asleep and shit like that? Because, like, when I fall asleep, it takes me fucking forever. Like, I'll lay there for a long fucking time until I can fall asleep. Like, whenever I have a chick over, they'll always fall asleep before me. Like, they just instantly fucking just pass out. But it takes me, like, a long ass time. So, dude, she starts to snore fucking loud.
Oh, shit.
Like, I can't sleep loud, like fucking, like a man, like snoring like a fucking man next to me. And it's the fucking weirdest feeling, because, like, when a chick's awake and you just met her, you can just talk to her about whatever, But when a chick's sleeping and you're kind of tired trying to fall asleep and you can't because she's snoring, it's this weird position where you're like, I can't wake her up. She doesn't fucking know me. So I can't wake her up in the middle of the night and be like, hey, you're snoring, stop. So it's like I had to kind of do this shit where, like, on the exhale, which is really fucking loud, you just kind of elbow her, like, in the fucking side. Just try to hit her a little, just to try to jostle her, And so I was doing that a little bit, like, trying to, like, bump into her and shit, trying to wake her up so she could, like, realize, oh, I'm snoring fucking like an animal. I should shut the fuck up so this dude can sleep. Like, dude, it's the fucking most aggravating shit ever. Like, that's part of the reason I didn't text her back, is that shit. I can't deal with that. It's too loud. I couldn't sleep. It's fucking terrible.
What was what did you follow up the text with? Just a
Who, me?
touch and base? No. What did she?
Her? Oh, I don't know. I can check. Oh, she was asking me if I was gonna watch the fights, because she was, like, a fan of MMA or something, and I just told her I was gonna watch it. But yeah, I got 3. Sunday, Monday, and yesterday she texted me and I didn't reply. So.
You remember that girl who fucking basically pulled that same shit with you? Like, you had a great day with her, and then, like, you just told, like, she did not reply at all.
Yep, I fucking yeah.
Yeah, you are that. You understand, like, you're pulling the exact same bullshit.
Oh yeah, it's shitty.
Yeah, why don't you just fucking text her and just be like, look, you snore like a goddamn beast.
No, Cam.
Yes.
No.
Look, she already feels terrible. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, why isn't this guy text me back? Am I not hot? Like, is he not into me? I fucking yanked
Yeah, I mean,
his
you
dick.
can fill her in.
Yeah,
Fill her
exactly.
in on the yank.
Like, why don't you just...
Like, that's not, you don't do that.
You're not going to go fucking see her again. Like, the worst case scenario, she comes down... Well, I guess, yeah, she comes down and kills you. The best case scenario, she's like, I take your honesty, great, let's bang. Just
No.
just
Yeah,
try.
you could be like the white hitch.
Exactly.
No, I'm not doing that. This is terrible. This is one of the worst ideas I've ever fucking heard. I'm definitely not doing that.
I think it's the best idea. And if you agree with me, dozens of listeners, please post on Reddit
Sure.
r/Death of Comics that fucking Ryan should be. You should just be straight. You're not going to see these girls again. New York
Yeah, I
City
know,
is-
but listen,
we
I'll
have to
tell you.
keep-
No. Listen
keep-
to this. Listen to this.
Keep reminding Nikem, it's a dozen of listeners.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think dozen.
Dozen.
It's a-
1
Dozen
dozen
listeners.
of listeners. This one time I went out with this chick recently, and I texted her. I wasn't even fucking into her. Like I went out and I got sushi with her, and like there was no fireworks or any fucking weird shit like that. It was just like I wasn't even fucking into her. I was just like desperate or whatever. I mean, she was cute and shit, but we just didn't have any fucking chemistry. So like I texted her anyways. I was like, hey, you know, you want to hang out again sometime? And she texted me back and was just like, to be honest, I just didn't feel anything between us. And that shit fucking hurt more than just a ghost. I would rather a ghost than that shit.
But this is the difference between guys and girls. Guys, I think guys handle rejection just poorly in general, whereas girls would be like, fuck you, I have 5 of the dates lined up. I'm hot shit.
Yeah.
And they will, but they'll be like of much lower quality than you, but they will. I'm just saying, like,
Thanks,
maybe
Nikem.
no worries, man, but like maybe the best way, and I mean this sincerely, maybe the best way to become a wolf again is that you just have to stop giving a shit.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
told that story at one point where I went over to the girl's house, and I think originally I went over there like fooling around or something, but her roommate was home or something. I don't know. So we started talking, and it turned into like a hour and a half long like debate about like politics or something. I don't know. This guy was like talking about it, and she wanted to like be president, and I was like, "This is fucking." I don't know. So either way, the conversation was dumb, and I could tell she was getting like annoyed and stuff. So when we leave, like we just like she walks me out, and then we just like stand there, and I was like, "Well, I'm never gonna see you again, am I?" She's like, "Nope." I'm like, "All right, sounds cool," and like we just left, and that was it. Like
That sounds terrible. I don't want that to
who
happen.
the fuck cares? Like,
No, I know, but
I wasn't doing anything else that afternoon.
but I mean, like we said about the podcast, like when we end the podcast, you know, it's just gonna be we're just gonna stop doing it. Like that's how I've always quit everything in my life. It's just I stop showing up, you know, and like that's how I leave relationships too. It's just the way I am. I'd rather not fucking know the reality. I'd rather have the the fucking thoughts in my head where I'm like, maybe she died, you know, who knows, you know, maybe she got hit by a car or some shit and can't text me back, or you know, I'd rather that. I'll make myself feel better. I don't know. I don't think I should text her. I'm not gonna text her.
I think you should. Just be like, look.
Listen, talk about if you guys think I should text her. I'll listen to your side of it on Reddit r/Death of Comics, but I probably won't text her.
I would just give her some advice about the Yank. I feel like she's really.
You can't talk to a chick about the Yank. She'll be like, "How dare you? How dare you?"
I feel like that's a how dare you on your end.
I go, "How dare you?"
I don't know.
That's what I say.
Turn it on.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you?
You Yank.
I'm pretty sure, like, all the girlfriends I've ever had, I pretty much, like, I've only dated girls who cannot give a hand job to save their life. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh, do you ever get the fucking hand job where the chick does like the one finger, like the fucking
Yeah.
pointer
Claw?
finger,
The claw
Yeah.
grab thing?
and like leaves the other 3 fingers like fucking out there?
Yep.
Like I want to just be jerked off by the fucking pointer finger and the thumb, like that kind of thing. Like get the
Oh
fuck
no!
out
Have
of
you
here
ever
with that
gotten
shit.
the like, where I don't even looking at the camera where they do like this?
No, what? Like
Yeah,
the
I've gotten
claw,
that
like the
before.
arcade machine claw. Where
Yeah,
they,
like
grab it, like no, I never had that.
it's fucking weird. Yeah,
That sounds terrible.
I've had like bruised.
I mean it
I've
was
had,
changed. But
hair. Yeah, had hair ripped out. I've never had a good hand job in my life.
Well, hand
That
jobs are
was-
tricky. Like that's, I mean,
Yeah.
that takes so much fucking like forearm strength that a chick probably doesn't need for anything else. Like she only has forearm strength for hand jobs, pretty much. And
See, that's another thing. That's another thing you can text her. Just be like, look, I'm hitting the gym. Maybe we can be friends. Come out to the gym with me. You'll work on your snoring. You'll work on your
Yanking.
forearm strength. Like maybe curl some 20s with me.
yo,
just-
I'm curling
or just
30s
skip
now,
that.
Nakem.
the hand jobs.
I'm curling 30s, baby. I'm getting big, Nakem. I know we're joking around. I know we're having a good time, but like, for those of you in Twitch land, look at that. That's not bad, dude.
Let me see.
That's a fucking muscle right now. Like that's a legit fucking muscle.
I like how he's just referring to it as a muscle.
Well, I mean, it's
we agree this is a no flex zone.
People in Twitch chat, please compliment that muscle. don't let me down on that muscle, please. So we watched an anime this week. Kyle, did you watch it?
Yeah, we watched 2 episodes, right?
2 episodes of this anime called School Days. So I think Kyle originally came up with an idea that we should expand our horizons a little bit, and maybe take a small foray into anime and see how it goes. So we started watching the School Days. We watched 2 episodes, episode 1 and episode 2. Can we just
was a Nikem recommendation.
Yes, Nikem recommendation,
yeah.
Can we just talk about, going into it, our levels of anime experience? Mine is fucking low. I have the fucking experience where I've watched a few, but, like, I'm embarrassed as I watch it. Like, I don't feel good about it. Like, there's a stigma for me in watching animes. Kyle is, like, the next level. Like, Kyle has watched a bunch of them. Not a bunch.
I'm, like, mainstream. Like, I watch, like, Studio Ghibli, and then I watch the standard, like, Cowboy Bebop. I watch
he knows what Studio Ghibli
Gundam.
is. I've never fucking heard of Studio Ghibli in my life. I have no idea what that means.
I watch, like, Big O. I watch...
Would you say you're, like, a casual anime watcher?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I would fall on more, like, the... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say you watched, like, the Toonami block back in the day, right?
Yeah. Like, I feel like the more, like, Americanized, like, what it technically makes it to America, like, for them.
Okay.
Like, Dragon Ball Z.
Have you, apart from School Dance, have you ever watched anything subbed? Do you know the difference?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Gundam, I watched.
I've always watched subs because I know I've always known that dubbed is like the shitty way to watch anime.
Then you're like 5 steps ahead of most anime watch. Well, not most.
Well, Cowboy Bebop, I watched dubbed because the DVD came dubbed.
Mm-hmm. Right, and then Nikem is like
fuck
guru, like sensei fucking Nikem, like Nikem's jerked off to hentai. So let's put him on that level. Like he's that fucking level.
I have a hard drive full of shitty animes.
Separate hard drive full of fucking hentai.
But I guess this will be what separates Nikem to the top level. Has Nikem tried to learn Japanese?
No, God, no.
Nikem only has one body pillow, one anime body pillow of a naked chick.
She wasn't naked. Got rid of that when I got.
Nikem, are you fucking joking?
Dude, when I say I was bad, it was fucking terrible.
Nikem, I was kidding. Are you serious?
Did Nikem own one of those Naruto headbands?
No.
Oh, shit.
Naruto came out like just as I was getting out of the whole
the fucking headband. I love that shit. You see that at every con.
Yeah.
Always on a fucking black guy too. Like black guys love that Naruto headband. What is that about, dude?
I don't know. I honestly
it looks good on him, but
yeah, I mean it looks fine. But if you know what it is, you're like, ugh, what a bad look, dude.
No.
There used to be this dude in Harlem that stood out in front of the fucking subway, wearing that Naruto headband. He used to ask for money from people and shit, and I was like, dude, what is that fucking headband always on for? Like he loved that shit. So that's Nikem's level.
Yeah.
Nikem's Naruto headband level.
Actually, I let's go body pillow. I don't even know I had that.
Nikem's body pillow level of fucking anime fan.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, so this School Days. Should I talk a little bit about what it's about?
Yeah, I mean,
you know the dudes' names?
Mokoto is the main character. I can't remember the 2 girls.
Makoto?
Yeah, something like that.
So that was my first thing is like, so it centers around 2 girls. Was it like Katsumi, some S one.
Yeah, no, I think
there was a third one. We watched the first.
It's Sana Cat something, yeah.
Yeah, but there was a third one that was trying to like, pretty much like through herself. I pretty much said it seemed like she said she would have sex with him for money.
Oh,
wait,
I know.
What episode is that?
That was episode 2 where she was like outside the classroom and he would like going in there to talk to her and she's like.
Here's my problem with this show is I don't know. I can't fucking tell these chicks apart. I know that Katsumi or whatever has the giant tits, and I don't know any other chick. Like the rest of the chicks all blend together for me.
Okay.
If there's more than one.
Okay, so let's see if I can bring them down. So fuck the names. There's the best friend character, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
His classmate.
Yeah, his classmate. There's his actual crush.
Katsumi.
Yes, Katsumi. And Setsuna is the best friend. Katsumi is
God.
his actual crush. And the girl, I can't remember what the fuck her name is, but the girl who threw himself at him.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. And
Zero or
she's like blonde or brown hair, right?
Definitely not blonde.
They all have shades of brown or black.
Yeah, they all have black
We're
hair.
only 2 episodes in. Nikem has seen this whole series, so
Yeah, I have. So.
Multiple times.
we're working our way through it.
He's seen the hentai unrated version. This is a show about the main character, Makoto. He's some dude or some shit. He fucking falls in love with this chick on the train and fucking stares at her all the time. And, like, he's fucking taking pictures of her when she's not looking. Like, all kinds of pictures and shit. And, like, saving them on his wallpaper on his phone and shit. Like, creepy fucking beta boy shit. Like, weird fucking shit. He falls in love with this chick. So this chick in his class, another girl in his class, is like, yo, let me hook you up with her. So she does. And the second episode, he goes on his first date with this chick and tries to fucking kiss her and stuff like that. This fucking anime is pretty much this. If you're a fucking all right, Nakam, just relax, just relax, okay? I'm gonna say some shit that you might fucking put a puss on when I say it, but just relax, all right? I don't want you to get a puss on. If you're a guy and you watch this shit and you are enjoying it, like really fucking liking it, you're a fucking weird guy. Like, you're just a strange fucking character, all right? I'm not saying you're a fucking bad guy. I'm not saying you should be ashamed. I'm just saying you're kind of a strange fucking dude. You're a strange guy. I will
say, like, I feel like I can't tell if it's, like, self-aware. Because, like, there's a shitload of, like... There's, like, really fucking weird, like, upskirt shots and, like, them,
dude,
like,
all the
tightening
shots
their ass.
start at, like, a chick's fucking thigh and work up to, like, her tits.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
Yeah, because there's some weird moments where you're like...
And the straight boobs in the openings.
Part of me
you
at
notice
the beginning...
boobs, right?
Yeah, of course. Part of me at the beginning was like, so this is an anime for chicks. And then I get shots that I'm like, wait a second.
No.
Is this for dudes?
No, this is most definitely an anime for dudes. This is, it's a harem series, so harem is centered usually the one dude and multiple chicks, and then they just fucking cram the fan service in.
Yeah. You know what always bugged me about anime?
I will say I laughed a few times.
Did you?
I laughed at the one part. Well, partly because it's subbed, so I just saw boobies on the screen. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And then there was the one part where she's like, "Are you retarded?" And the teacher was just like, "You're the retarded one. Sit down." Yeah. And then they're watching the movie in the cinema thing, and the movie, one of the dialogues was, "I'm gonna tear that shit apart" or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
The one thing that bugs me about fucking anime, and they all fucking do this, I mean, to my knowledge, they all fucking do this, is when one character is talking to another, and that character says something that's either, like, out of line, or, like, forward, or shocking, or some shit, and the other character makes that fucking anime noise, where, like, what is that fucking noise? Who does that shit? Nobody. But,
Apparently the Japanese do.
Oh my fucking god, it's tough to fucking watch, dude.
I told
can't
you.
stand that shit. This anime is for fucking weird dudes. I'm gonna say it. Like, it's for strange fucking dudes. I'm gonna watch it through because we decided to do it. I'm not.
feel like
it's not painful to watch by any means. Like,
yeah,
I'm not enjoying
I sat and watched too. It wasn't. And like from what I feel like Nick Kevin ruined it a little because he told us kind of at the end. But
yeah,
I'm looking forward to the end.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
But it's fucking. It is. It weirds me out every time I watch. Like, there's, I feel like it would be less if it wasn't just those shots. Like, those, like, panty shots are just, like, really, really weird. Like, I can't.
Here's the thing.
Who wants that?
I get embarrassed a little bit.
Japanese nerds want this. Apparently, this is what they want.
Apparently, Black Canadian men want it too.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you. I was young.
It's not right.
No.
You know, I don't want to sound like I think that some people there's like the stigma with anime, obviously, where people are like, oh, if you watch anime, you're fucking strange or some shit. But I don't think that's fucking fair, because there is some really good fucking anime out there. Like, I don't think this is one of them, like, in my opinion, but there's some fucking amazing anime shit out there. Just because something's like anime doesn't mean that it can't be, you know, good. It doesn't mean it's all has to be like perverted and shit like that. This is, you know, I'll say that much, but you know, there's some really good anime out there.
This is aimed at like a very, very, very distinct demographic.
That's why it's perfect for what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought, but it's aimed at a very distinct demographic. But you're right, there is good anime, but like as I've grown older, I've realized, well, not to get into like the business side of things, but like, you know how comic books pretty much are like, they're aimed at like 30-something-year-olds who grew up with the characters back in the 80s and shit like that.
Sure.
Like when they're talking about bringing in new comic book readers, they're not really talking about bringing in like a 14-year-old. Like no 14-year-old's gonna pick up fucking Secret Wars and be like, this is the shit. This is what I want. It's aimed at us who are like fucking continuity nerds and have been watching the shit forever, right? Mm-hmm. The same thing kind of goes with anime, is that certain tropes and certain ideals get carried on from anime to anime. And because of that, like the business is geared towards, it feels like anyways, it's geared towards like people who never grew out of that 14-year-old phase that I went to. Mm-hmm. Like, and they're like 28 and they have like a whole bunch of fucking money and they have money to buy like multiple body pillows and all this crappy memorabilia and like these fucking anime theme songs and all that stuff. So like I find the good stuff is just buried under a divulge of crap. And that's kind of why I stopped watching anime, because I was just like, I grew up and I'm just like, this is dumb. All of this is dumb.
Well, I heard that it's really hard for anime makers, or whatever the fuck they're called, to fund new anime. Like, it's really fucking expensive, and
they make no money.
And it doesn't make any fucking money, and it's really fucking expensive. That's why all the anime comes from like existing properties, like toys or like video games or that kind of shit. Like, because they already have money, and this is to sell that product. Like, they make anime to sell fucking books, or to sell, not necessarily books, but you know what what I mean, like sell fucking video games or like whatever. Mm-hmm. Like Pokemon and shit like that, like to sell fucking other shit. It's really hard to make like an original fucking anime story because it's so fucking expensive and it takes so goddamn long to do it. They don't have Disney money and shit like that. Like, and they have like, you have to be really talented to make this kind of shit, and they don't have money to pay for it.
You have to have basically like ABC money, like, because each of these, like, it's a show. It's a show that was this was airing on primetime once upon a time. And
that show was
this was airing on primetime.
It's school days, Kyle. Why do you look shocked? You watched it. You saw how great it was. Why do you look shocked right now?
This was airing on primetime and had good ratings.
Yeah. And they only made fucking like 12 episodes, and I would say the animation's pretty fucking shit, so I don't know how much this one costs, but...
Yeah, it looks like garbage.
Like, nowadays, to do like a fucking like Attack on Titan fight scene, like that shit is fucking expensive. It's so hard to do. You know, but that's probably why Attack on Titan's not coming back with a second season until like 2016. It's because it takes so long to make those episodes and shit like that.
Well, Attack on Titan, like the anime was basically just an adaptation of the manga, right? Which like fucking blew up the world. Like that's just the new Naruto. If the manga hadn't done so well, they wouldn't have put so much goddamn money into the anime.
No, totally.
It would have been garbage. It would have been.
That's exactly what I'm saying too. Is like anime comes after something already makes money.
Wasn't even. This is from manga as well, right?
No, this is from a visual novel. So basically, a video game.
Right.
Oh, okay, like a
choose your own adventure.
Oh, this is a date simulator.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Dude, if you watch this shit,
No, visual novels is like the one hole that I never fell into, and that's actually
at least you had standards in account. You had to set your foot down somewhere.
Yeah, no, actually, in reality, like if I was in it hard.
No visual novels for me. I just watched the anime. It's
fuck this body pillow. Just hump this body pillow.
I'm just gonna just fucking cuddle this body pillow as I look at my statue, as I watch the anime, as I read the manga.
Fucking Jesus, Nikam. Or what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. If you're watching this shit and you're like a kid, like a 14, 16-year-old, you know, like teenager, and you're watching this Makoto guy deal with these two chicks, and you're emulating what he's doing, you're gonna make some weird fucking young adults. Like you're gonna make some weird fucking young adult males. Like they're gonna be strange, right? Like this. If anyone went about this to get like this direction to get a fucking chick,
the second he takes the picture of her on his phone and like uses it as a sole
but
background,
that's why anime Jesus, that sounds fucking mean. What I'm gonna say is fucking shitty and it's a stereotype, but there are some strange people that watch anime and you know, not strange like in a bad way, but just like I don't know, like effeminate. Is that fine? Can I say that? Like I don't know, like that kind of you know that the stereotypical anime fucking fan, okay? That's a dude. You know how he acts. Like he is acting like this character.
Yeah.
Like they're watching these characters and that's all they fucking know. They're like, oh, look at Makoto, fucking falling in love. He's taking pictures of her. I'm not saying they do that kind of shit, but like. He doesn't know how to talk to women, and he stumbles and fucking I don't, and he's getting the red fucking cheeks and shit like that. Like, dude, if you take that and you watch that and you go into fucking adulthood acting like that, you're gonna be a fucking weird dude. Like, no, you're not gonna get laid doing that kind of shit. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Like watching it, I'm like, holy shit, this is some fucking beta shit. Like this is tough to watch.
I will say, what is it? Whatever. His first date, I felt like was like Wolf Ryan. Like
what? No, I don't do that shit.
He took. He's watching him play video games. What else? That I do.
I do that shit.
Like his whole first date was like
the arcade.
His whole first date was like, watch me do all this shit.
Right.
Fuck you, I got mine.
He fucking nailed it on the first date, man.
I wouldn't feel bad about it the next day.
That's what I'm saying. He nailed it on the first date.
Yeah. Then he went for that kiss in the movie theater and got slapped for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
This isn't fucking porn. What the fuck was that? It was like, you're touching my breast.
He shouldn't have. Oh yeah, he shouldn't have been in that fucking movie anyway. She didn't even want to see it. She wanted to see the zombie movie. He fucked up.
It was. Yeah.
All right, Nikem, you got any final thoughts on school?
It's gonna get worse, and then it's gonna get better.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Next week we'll be talking about episodes 3 and 4.
Is there boobies in this? Like, do I have to like worry about?
It's on prime time. There's no way.
No.
There's boobies in the opening.
No, in the
naked boobies.
Yeah, in the opening, you see nipples.
Oh, I skipped the song credit shit.
Are you watching? You're watching it on Crunchyroll, right? Like you didn't download it, did you?
Yeah, I watched it on
Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Then it's probably the unrated special edition.
Whoa.
Fuck you, we put tits in it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Because she's naked in one scene when she's in the fucking bathtub or whatever.
Yeah.
She gets up with her fucking sister.
Oh yeah, and we see the tits bounce all over the place.
Yeah.
Yo, that was
This is the unrated version.
I was eating and I looked up and she was in the tub naked and I was like, wait a second, I better go back. I just rewinded. I rewinded a little bit because I'm like, we're gonna talk about it on the show. I need to see this part, so I did rewind it a little. I was like, let me see what's going on here, just for the show, obviously. So yeah, if you want to watch it, just go to Crunchyroll and watch it on there for free. And yeah, we'll talk about episode 3 and 4 next week. It's short; it's only like 20 minutes or whatever an episode. So just watch it while you eat or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Not with anybody else around.
No, make sure the room is clear. Is that it for this week? Are we just gonna talk about books now?
Yeah. Well, before I want to go, because I want to actually see if I want to pick it up. How is Imperium? Since apparently you guys are talking about
Imperium.
Okay. Let me come at it from this way. Yeah. I fucking
listen to the fucking podcast, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck no! I was on the podcast. I don't need to listen to shit anymore. No, I probably will, but like coming from someone who read what was that book?
Harbinger.
Yeah, Harbinger.
Yeah.
And loved Harbinger.
Yeah.
Loved the fuck out of Harbinger.
Yeah.
And like swore off Valiant the second they canceled it. How was Imperium?
Canceled? I don't know if they canceled it.
No, it's dead. It's gone.
Yeah, but I think he ended.
Yeah, but it's split into. I
think he meant to end it.
I don't
think Valiant canceled. I think that he was like, I'm done writing I'm done writing Harbinger, like the start end of the book. But I think it's hard to say at the moment. But it had some of the same shit that fucking Harbinger had. Like, so Harbinger had these like moments that were that made the book, in my opinion, where it's like, the storyline wasn't all that advanced. It was like, okay, this is Peter's team is trying to do this, like, and that was the arc, is like Peter's team is trying to get here, but like what happened to the characters and like the decisions that they had to make that are really emotional decisions and shit like that. I feel like that's happening here, and this book has the same trickery type shit where, like, I don't know if you remember that arc where they thought they were in, like, another world, and they thought that they'd always been there. Like, this arc starts with something like that. Like, we see this story of this old man, and he's, like, loved, and he had a long, fulfilling life. It's in the future. He's like, you know, I served Toya Harada my entire life. All these people love me. I've protected everybody in the world. I've saved the world. And my final thing is to give back. And he, like, helps this old lady die. And he's, like, a generous, fucking selfless dude. And he's like, I owe it all to Toya Harada. And then we get to the present day. Mm-hmm. And it's Toya's putting that image into all of his recruits' heads. So they think that that's the world that they're fighting for. Like, they think that's the future. But it's really just something he put in their heads to be like, this is what we're fighting for. You know, like, and it felt so real to them that they're like, that they almost, like, miss it. And they're like, okay, that's why I'm supporting this man. And, like, it's all bullshit. He's just fucking tricking them. Mm-hmm. But they think that that's real. Like, that kind of, like, mindfuck shit that he was doing in Harbinger, I think you already see it in this first issue. And that's why I fucking think that this is going to be a good book. But it's hard to tell. It's really short, and it's just the first issue. So, but I would say buy it, for sure.
Get it?
Yeah, I would say for sure. If you liked Harbinger, I don't think Joshua Dessart has done a fucking bad book in Valiant. Like, I've done a bad issue in Valiant. Like, I just trust him to write a good book, and I think this is a pretty good first issue. I'd say pick it up.
What else has he been writing?
Nikem, are you reading the Valiant?
No. As soon as like Harbinger ended, I was just like, well, this is all fucking bull. This is dead to me, because I didn't like Bloodshot. I did not like X-Men Man of War. Mm-hmm. Basically anything else in their line, I was like, this is all fucking crap. I'm out. And then, like, I read Harbinger after you guys talked about it, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I can get into Harbinger. And then I read Quantum and Woody, and that was all right. And then, like, Harbinger ended, and I was like, well, there goes me and Valiant. I want to believe.
Yeah, no, I say buy this, man. I would throw $4 at the first issue. I think it's worth it. And I just, like, I get into some writers that I just fucking trust, like Tomasi. I'll buy anything that he does, and like
Jesus, yes.
Dessart, I'll buy anything that he does. So, I just trust him.
And go pick up. It's only the second issue came out like last week, 2 weeks ago.
Good.
Yeah, the Valiant's fucking amazing.
The Valiant's a fucking awesome book.
Yeah, I should talk about it.
We talked about it, Nakam.
Did you?
Yes, Nakam. Yes. You don't listen to the fucking podcast. Get out of here, Nakam.
Bullshit.
God damn it.
Bullshit. No, I would have remembered. No, I would have remembered the shit, but shit. Maybe I didn't finish listening to that episode. Fuck me.
Nakam, don't worry about it. It's fine. We have a dozen listeners.
We said it was like one of the best books of 2014. We definitely talked about it.
Well, then I fucked up somewhere.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
We have 11 other listeners. We don't need you, Nakam. No, Nakam, thanks for coming on, dude. We love you.
No worries, man. Have a good rest of the cast, man.
All right, dude. Take it easy. Stop busting in your chick, for God's fucking sake.
I'm going to try my best, but it's an addiction, man. It's an addiction.
Start busting in that fucking body pillowcase. Bust in the back of it.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, Ben. Peace. All right, let's talk about books, Kyle. We might as well talk about Imperium first, then. What did you think of it? I mean, you didn't read Harbinger, right?
No. Well, I read the first trade, and I like that. And like you said, I feel like it has the same ideals. This is kind of a weird, because it's, like you said, it's fairly short in the actual story, because half the issue is that
it was, dude.
What's that future like that? But like, so it's short in that sense, but it is kind of cool that you read like half the issue, and it's this like future world, and then you find out, like you said, like it's this idea he's put in their head, like, if you want this world, like, you will fight for me, because this is like what we're fighting for.
And even like,
so like it pays off, like, in that sense.
Toya's talking about, he's like, oh, I talked to the bleeding monk, and the bleeding monk told me that I had to follow this path and shit like that. He's like, that I'll be victorious, and we'll all have saved the world, even though there's a lot of sacrifices that need to be made. And then it flashes to the bleeding monk, and he basically says, like, Toya, your time is done. Like, it's over. Stop doing it. And so you get the sense that Toya has fucking lied about pretty much everything. But I mean, that's just who he fucking is. I thought this issue was a little weird too, because At one point, I was like, did I pick up a fucking preview or some shit? Because, like, it said prologue halfway through. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then it went to this weird advertisement for Bloodshot where I was like, am I reading Bloodshot here? Or, like, what's happening? So I thought this is some kind of preview, and I kept checking the cover to be like, this is the first issue. So I did buy the right thing, but the art changed and shit like that. It's just fucking confusing. I like this fucking robot dude too, right?
Yeah, I really like the
whatever his fucking.
He's telling to calm himself.
Sun on the Snow or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. So like,
especially because he has like, so he can't see the future.
He's a robot.
Yeah, so
he
like
doesn't have a brain, like a real fucking brain that Toya can.
So he doesn't get that imprinted image because he fucking comments on it. Right. So like that must be great. Because then even then, like later, there's a civilian that dies as a casualty.
Yeah.
And like he's like real fucking upset about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I like that thrown into the works.
That's the thing about that robot dude who I've never seen before. I don't know if he was in Harbinger at some point, but I don't think so. But the robot dude, I feel like he's kind of the fucking the wild card in this, right? Because he has more conscience than any of the humans do. Because he's not brainwashed by Toya completely. Like, he's working for Toya for whatever fucking reason. But he still has empathy, and he still cares about shit. Like, when the civilian died, he got fucking pissed about it, and everyone else was like, fuck, it doesn't matter, you know? Like, Toya said there's going to be sacrifices. That's just one of them. And he's like, no, this is unacceptable. I don't know who he is, but I think that's a really interesting character that we're going to see more of going forward. But I don't know, man. I love this, and like I said, like anything Joshua Dessart does, I'm definitely gonna buy it. I think this stood up. I mean, just the mindfuck of that first part was awesome. Because at first I was like, what am I reading? This future fucking this future like what is it like paradise almost, where everything's perfect, and then you find out that that's just bullshit, and not really the truth. I don't know. I thought it was awesome. So that's Imperium #1 by Valiant, or Joshua Dessart and Doug Braithwaite. Let's talk about Cluster #1 by Ed Brisson, Damian Cusero, something like that. And Michael Garland. So this is a future where prisoners have the option that they can opt out of their life sentence to spend 15 years in this sort of like pseudo army / it's like a prison, but you still go out and do army shit, and basically they're sending them off world to another planet, and their mission is to protect the terraforming towers that the humans have put on the planet, and they're protecting them from these aliens that want to take over the planet or want to destroy the towers and stuff like that. But the prisoners, they're there for 15 years. They have to do their duty, and then they're free to go back to Earth and just be free or whatever. But each prisoner has inside their like heart, they have this 24-hour thing called a punch. It's like a bomb or whatever that if they're out for 24 hours. So basically they punch out when they go out on a mission, and then they got to punch back in when they get back to the prison. And if they've been out for more than 24 hours, they try to escape or anything like that, then this thing inside them called punch, it basically like fucking liquefies their insides or some shit. Like it does fucked up shit. So this book, we have our main character. She's sent to prison. She joins up with this fucking army. They get sent on a mission to kill these aliens that are trying to destroy a tower. Her ship gets fucking destroyed. So they're all out there, like her and her squad of like whatever, 6 or whatever people. They have their punches, and they've been out for an hour already, so they have 23 hours to try to make it back to the prison before, they all fucking die. And they don't have a vehicle or anything like that, so they have to, I don't know, hoof it, I guess.
Yeah, because they go out to destroy or protect one of the terraformers, and it gets destroyed, and the idea is like no one's gonna come get them because like who the fuck cares? They're prisoners,
and
like,
they don't want to risk it. Like the prison wouldn't risk sending more people out, for something that it's not even there anymore.
Yeah, especially they lost it.
What did you think of Cluster?
I liked it. I feel like we've seen somewhat. I can't think of anything offhand. Like when I read it, I felt like ideas like the punch outs stuff. Like we've seen things like that before. But I enjoyed the team. I enjoyed kind of everyone on the team. and I enjoyed the setup. It's kind of weird, like you have all that set up, and now it's kind of like turned back into like I don't know if the whole story is gonna be like them kind of just making it back
Right.
to this within that, but I don't know. I enjoyed the team. It's pretty like dialogue heavy, but I enjoyed everybody, even like that fucking alien on the team, and I enjoyed like no one's like really committing like big crimes to get here. Like some are, but some aren't. Like it's just kind of like to
Yeah.
fill out this ranks.
There's I feel like there's a little bit of like a Thunderbolts type feel to it.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. I think it was pretty good. I wasn't fucking blown away by it like I expected to be. Like when I saw the cover and I saw Ed Brisson wrote it, like I was really expecting something, I guess, more creative. Like not to say that this is like an easy fucking story to write or whatever. I'm not trying to say that, but I wasn't as fucking like pulled into it as I thought I was going to be. Like, didn't Ed Brisson write that fucking X-Men book that we read? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Which one? With
what did Ed Brisson write?
Brisson, he writes Sheltered.
See, I'm thinking of some other guy. Okay, Sheltered. That's fine.
Are you talking about the two girls and they could like make all the
Yeah. Who the fuck was that?
Bram Mavel. He's
Oh,
only
okay,
interviewed
yeah,
him.
my bad. But Ed Brisson still, it's a name that I know and that I fucking like. I saw the name.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh
he
shit,
was-
I like his stuff. Like I like.
He wrote the
Sheltered a lot.
Field. He wrote the Field
The
of it.
Field,
Like,
I fucking liked.
yeah.
I don't know. This wasn't fucking anything. I didn't get pulled in by the first issue of this. I think it's fine, and I think the art was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I
The
liked
writing
it.
was pretty good. The story itself didn't really grab me in the first issue.
I mean, it would be interesting to see. It would be interesting to see where it goes because kind of all this stuff established, and then at the very end, like it's just them trying to get back. I don't know because you even see like I really excited when you saw like that mech. And I was like, oh shit, there's a mech.
I'm not a mech guy, Kyle.
Yeah, I know you're not a mech guy, but
I'm not a mech warrior. It was fine. It was fine. I'm not saying it was
Yeah,
fucking bad by any means. The story didn't really fucking grab me in the first issue. Let's talk about Nameless. Number 1, Grant Morrison, Chris Burnham. I guess the Batman Robin team at one point. Nameless.
Batman Incorporated.
Batman Incorporated. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. God damn it. Can you explain this book? I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough, right?
Yes. Like the first half is essentially him going into dreams, right?
Yeah.
Or to retrieve something. Essentially, like he's a for hire guy. Like he'll go in and like retrieve.
He'll go
stuff
into a
out of
dream,
the dream.
like a dream world, and retrieve whatever the fucking people pay him to retrieve. And this one, it was a key, right?
Yeah, and all of it was too was kind of like him seeing the key, and he could then like
he draws
recreate
it on like a tablet so that they can 3D print it, and it's like a perfect. That's how he gets shit out of the dream. I gather. I don't know if he can take like physical objects, but I think he just remembers them and then draws them in our world so they can print it out. But there's like these weird like frog monsters. Are they on Earth too, or are they just in the dreams? They're on Earth.
I couldn't tell if it was a dream thing or what, because there's like a bunch of times where like I thought he was out of the dream and then he wasn't, and then
Right.
so I feel like he wasn't out of the dream until they got him on the boat, right?
Yeah, but wait.
But the fishermen throw him.
The fishermen
off.
throw him into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a fucking Grant Morrison mindfuck. Chris Burnham's art is fucking amazing, as always. I think he has like a really interesting style. Sort of like he draws like fat, quietly characters. I feel like.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't know. I fucking liked it, but I mean, it's Grant Morrison. It's confusing as fuck, and I don't think you're supposed to understand it in the first issue. That's why his books are so fucking hard to talk about unless you really study them. But I mean, I like a lot of shit in here. It had occult stuff. It had, sci-fi type stuff. It has confusing shit. It has like weird symbols being drawn. It has an asteroid that's plowing towards the Earth with a fucking 18-mile fucking long symbol drawn on it. Like, there's cool shit in here. It's worth picking up. It's Grant Morrison, and it looks really good, and it's $3. I don't know why you wouldn't grab it unless you don't like Grant Morrison, which is fine.
Yeah,
I used to not like Grant Morrison too.
the stuff in the beginning, like the people like killing their families.
That was fucking sick, right?
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
That shit
And
ruled.
yeah, and then
There's like
because then it
some
goes.
fucking astronomer that's like always staring at the sky, and at some point he saw something that made him snap, and he just kills his entire family and hangs
Yeah,
himself.
well, I think it was two different ones, right? Like one fed his wife and kids bleach, and then he hung himself.
Hmm.
And then there was another one where he kept saying like the shit rained down on you, shit rained down.
Yeah, yeah,
Like he like killed his family, but there's like the frog people outside.
yeah.
I don't know. That shit
I
was
don't know.
awesome. Yeah, and then they're
It's
going
fucking
into
weird.
space.
Yeah. I don't know. Pick it up. It's tough to talk
Those-
about. It's tough to tell if I even fucking like it in the first issue. All right, Postal #1. This is a fucking weird book, man. This is a Top Cow book, and you kind of can tell. Like, I don't know. There's something about Top Cow books that the art.
They have the art style, yeah,
It's always
and those
fucking
covers. Those covers, I feel like you can always tell it's Top Cow.
This is by Matt Hawkins, Brian Hill, Isaac Goodhart, and Betsy Gonia. I'm not sure what they did, but okay. So this is a town, some rural fucking town. I guess Eden, Wyoming. Eden being like the fucking biblical reference. This is a town that's like full of criminals and just kind of like shitty people that all moved to this Eden, Wyoming. I'm not sure if they were sent there or if they fucking ended up there for some reason, or if they moved there, if they just happened to be there. But it seems like a town full of really fucking weird people. It kind of mentions that. And the town is it's run by the mayor, who's our main character's mother. And she's like this tough fucking chick. And it sort of has its own justice in the town where if you fuck up, they send you to the church, and the preacher like kind of deals with you. In this issue, we see that some guy, he's like making drugs or some shit, and the main character who kind of figures it out, and it's this kid with Asperger's that works at the post office, and he kind of like finds clues, and like I guess what people with Asperger's do is they kind of get like obsessed with details. And they just like in this case, he just follows the details to the end point, which is like he finds this guy's making drugs, and he tells his mom, or they find out. And the beginning of the issue opens with the preacher shooting him in the middle of the church, where everyone's like, kind of like like sitting around doing church shit. So it's kind of like that kind of like weird like fucking society, like microcosm, where like they deal with their own problems in that way.
Yeah, she calls it like a closed circle. Like,
Yeah.
because the one they have like a new guy come to town.
Yeah, it sort of feels like a fucking like M. Night Shyamalan type shit, like some fucking story he would write about a village that just deals with their own.
But then
that's what the book is about, right? Is like this fucking Asperger's kid solving crimes. That's what it seems like.
But yeah, but then so like a majority of the issue like focuses on like him kind of stumbling on and figuring out, because he doesn't even really figure it out. Like he just lets people know that the guy's making like meth.
Right.
There's obviously kind of like his relationship with the waitress. Then so he shoots that guy, but then the issue ends with like the woman being murdered and like left in the street, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that part too. Like, I don't know if it's just gonna be another mystery. Like,
Right. Well, it's a mystery of like who killed her, why, and like why leave the evidence right there for everybody to see, like shit like that.
yeah,
I want to say the idea of the book I thought was fucking awesome. I think the execution, writing wise, was pretty good. It's like, it's not fucking like a fucking top tier image book, but I think the idea of the story could have been. But I just think the writing and the art was a little bit, like fucking, like it seems like somebody's getting into comics. It seems like maybe one of their first books or whatever. And I think as a first book, it's fucking really impressive. I thought that the story was fucking awesome, and I just like kind of creepy horror, thriller type, like little town, like the idea of the church talking about how this is Eden. What if instead of the snake, like, you know, we dealt with problems like this and shit like that. Like, I like the biblical type stuff. I think that shit's always creepy, and I thought it executed pretty well. I liked it.
Yeah, same.
It felt a little amateur is what I meant by, like, just like a first, like, it felt like a little tiny bit amateur, but not in like a fucking don't buy it way, like in a, like, I think these people are going to do really good books at some point.
Well, this guy's been writing for a while.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I just never heard of him. That's what I mean.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's kind of around the area. I think he's like the person who runs Top Cat or something. He did that Think Tank book. I don't know if you remember. We read that a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah. Like, I think it's really, I think it's a really smart idea. I think there's really smart ideas in the book. I don't think it's always like, it's just not. It's not like hit on like A level. I think the way it's executed at all times, but it was enough. Like, I was engaged the whole time. I really liked it, and I'm interested in the second issue. I'm kind of interested to see where it goes.
Yeah,
with,
me too.
With the story, like even with the art, like there was times that the art looked good. There's times it didn't look so great, like phases wise, stuff like that. But it wasn't like it didn't turn me off at any point.
No, me neither. Yeah, no, I liked it, man. I think I'm gonna keep buying it. How much was it? $3 or $4? I don't know. If it's $3, I'll definitely fucking buy the next issue. I'm not sure how much it was though.
Yeah,
it was $4. Yeah. I fucking figured it was $4. Oh well. Yeah, it was rad. I don't know. Check it out if you're into that kind of shit. Stray Bullets, #1. Sunshine.
Oh, that was the book. I forgot about that.
You didn't read it?
No, I forgot there was another book we were supposed to read. I thought it was Star Wars too.
No, Jesus, Kyle. I really feel like you needed to read the last miniseries to understand this completely. I think it stands alone.
It's a little weird, right? Because
it's not
Stray Bullets in itself.
Yeah, it's
is
not
normally. I mean, it pays off. Like I read the omnibus.
Yeah.
And like each story can be read on its own. But I mean, there's a payoff and there's some fan service. Nah, I don't say fan service because it's not. But yeah, so that's kind of weird to hear that.
No, I think that's fair to kind of call not fan service, but like you get something out of it if you read the previous shit. Yeah. You don't have to, but like that's what I felt here is like it's sort of written as though it's written as though this could be your first issue of Stray Bullets. But if you had previous knowledge, it would be easier to understand. But he doesn't like go through and be like, okay, this is this person, here's their history. This is this person, here's their history. But it tells you, but without fucking telling you. It like kind of shows you through their actions. Like, so one guy's like a fucking mobster or some shit, and I kind of figured that out along the way. But it doesn't come straight out and tell you that kind of shit. I don't know. It's really smart and it's really well done. I don't know. We don't have to talk about it, but I liked it. I guess the last work we're gonna talk about is Rat God.
Yeah.
Did you read that shit?
Yeah, I read.
What is it by Ray Corbin or something like that?
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. I just read it. I don't know about this book, bro. Like this seems like fans of him. It seems like he has like a fan base that I'm just not a part of, and I don't know. I didn't really like. But I don't really like it. I'm sorry.
So I read.
I'm sorry.
I've read some of his stuff, and it like the kind of adaptations of like the Poe stuff he does.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I really enjoyed that stuff. Sure. So I was kind of expecting like creepy or weird. I don't know. And this wasn't very creepy or weird, and it was kind of. I don't know, it was all over the place. And I got to like the part where it was like snowing and I was like, what the fuck am I reading? And there's like a panther.
To follow. It was kind of
I didn't like it.
It's like 2 or 3 stories that are all connected through this one element of this like creepy thing that lives in the woods and walks around and is like dead bodies or some shit. I don't know. Let's not even fucking talk about it. I don't think I have anything too substantial.
Yeah, I mean I don't think we're obviously, there's a lot of people who are fans of him, and like I think this is like one of his. Because, like I said, I think he's been doing like a lot of adaptations, so this is like his own.
He's like a fucking legend. So like, I don't want to talk shit about him because I. That's what I'm saying.
Like we're not his audience. Someone asked us to read it. We read it, and like I didn't get it.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a miss for me, but I respect. Like I'm not fucking gonna say anything intelligent about the book, so I might as well not even say anything about it.
But I will say, I'm done with Star Wars.
Really? Oh shit, I haven't read it yet. I
I
haven't
just
read it
don't
yet.
care.
Don't ruin
Like
it.
it's good. Like it's really, really good. I
It
don't
hurts me
fucking
to hear
care,
you say
man.
that, but it's fine. Kyle, you were saying next week's kind of shitty, so we might check up on some books that we're reading. If you have any books that you want us to read, like we read, Rat God because somebody asked us to read it, just go on Reddit and go to r/Death of Comics, and there's usually a thread up from the episode, so just
Well, there's
post.
that and or someone usually starts early in the week, kind of like, what are you gonna read this week? So
Yeah.
maybe like in your listing of what you're reading, if you want us to check in on
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, we're down to fucking try out books and shit like that. If you guys tell us
Yeah, and
something to
then
read, we'll read it.
we've been checked in a lot of series, but I mean we read tons of shit that we don't talk about. Like I'm pretty much caught up on everything.
Long way from being caught up on everything, but I can catch
Yeah.
up on books if necessary. Dude, I ordered fucking issue 26 and 27 of Rachel Rising because I figured out that I'm missing those two issues.
Yeah.
Bro, if you want to order fucking Rachel Rising, you gotta be fucking Indiana Jones of the internet to try to find that shit. That shit is hard to fucking find, dude. Holy fuck. I had to check like 18 sites to find fucking a place that had both issues. I didn't want to order it from like Amazon or eBay or some shit like that where
Yeah.
I'm ordering it from a guy. I don't like doing that shit. I just want to order it from a company that has fucking books. So they're on the way. Yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks to Nakem for coming on. Dude, I feel like Nakem does a pretty good job on the cast. I know you're saying that he kind of sucked last week, but I thought he did well this week.
Who said he sucked?
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm
Oh.
joking. No, fucking Nakem's awesome. Thank you for coming on the show. Thanks to everyone that watched on Twitch tonight. We do this every week on Twitch, every Thursday night around 10 o'clock, twitch.tv/The Death of Comics. That's it. Are you good?
Oh, and on the Reddit, we kind of put a lot of stuff on the Reddit. So we had looked into, or we've talked about setting up the. Is it pronounced patron? Because that's not how you spell patron, right? But
I think it's
I don't know.
Patreon. Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. We've talked about setting up that account. Obviously, with that comes, it's not like reward tiers in the sense that like it's not like Kickstarter where you get stuff. There is stuff like that, like where if you are subscribed, we can if there's stuff you think you would want out of it, like because obviously all the money we'd be putting right back into this. Like we're not gonna like it's not shit for us. Like it's not money for us. We'd be putting it back into the cast, either
Right.
paying for the site or doing other things. So if you have any ideas of like shit you'd like to see, I think it would be funny if Ryan signed up for like we could get money and we signed Ryan up for like Match.com or like one of those like real ones where you pay and take tests.
Right.
Like the type of ones you get like for if you want to get
Dude, I
married.
think it would be awesome if we could just make enough money to cover the initial price of making t-shirts. I think that'd be fucking awesome. Like I know there's sites that you can do t-shirts for free or whatever, but they're probably shit quality and I would never fucking wear it. But like if we can get enough money to make like a legit fucking like t-shirt with an actual like t-shirt that fits humans, like I'm not wearing any of those big ass square shirts. I'm not gonna fucking wear it.
Well, there's because I've looked in this before. There's sites like this Society 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I've ordered stuff from there, and it's for like artists, and it's a way like they can do prints and shirts and all that stuff, and it's good quality stuff. And what it is they take, they obviously take like a large sum of it, and you get
Right.
profits based on like what it is. Like again, we're not too worried about profits. So even if we got money and did something like that, but we use the money to
Pay an artist or something.
pay an artist to commission like a unique design for a shirt. So like it would be worth owning in that sense. Like
Yeah,
it wouldn't
that's
just
the kind
be
of
like the
shit that
Death
I
of
want to
Comics.
do. Like where we
Yeah.
can fucking pay for cool shit like that, and then like I would want one, but like if anybody wanted something like that, like just to pay like a fucking artist that either you've talked to or whatever, that could make like just a fucking rad t-shirt so that we could put it up. I mean, that kind of shit would be fucking awesome. Like that's the kind of shit that we want to make. Like me and Kyle aren't gonna be like, oh shit, we got $3 this week, let's split it and fucking go buy a fucking cheeseburger or some shit. Like we're not fucking trying to do that. Like we'd actually be trying to spend it on the show. And I mean, I'm not too worried about paying off the site. Like, that's just part of fucking doing this. But hopefully we can do shit to give back a little bit. I don't know. It would be rad. If we don't get any fucking money, I really don't give a shit. I mean, it'd be fucking cool or whatever. But I mean, I don't fucking care, you know. Like we do this for free for a reason, so we can give you guys
Yeah,
like
we
an
might
hour of
actually
some shit.
at some point send out pins that we actually
No, we're
do
not
have.
doing that. That will not be a tier. Sending out anything will not be a fucking tier because I'm not doing it. Thanks for listening this week. We'll be back next week.
Later.
Peace.